It's not the sight I was looking for. Brand new. I don't know what's going. Honestly, I really don't know what's going on with the car. Fuel pressure's there. It has spark, but I think my injectors might be leaking because even plugged out like this, I can smell fuel. It smells so bad. It's crazy right now. Yeah, it just had a misfire. I started misfiring. I started seeing a bunch of smoke coming out of the back, and the smell of fuel was so strong. So I'm pretty sure one of my injectors stayed, or multiple, stayed open and started just leaking. And now that I try to, I don't know, I try to start it when it was off, it just sounds like the starter just gets locked. I'm not sure if it's my alarm or if my actual starter is just done. Man, honestly, I'm kind of over this car. I kind of want to sell it now, get it running, sell it, and then build an all-wheel drive Civic. But yeah, I'm gonna get to it, see what's wrong with it. No way, look at this. Damn. Keep this in mind, I'm doing this with a fever. I am not feeling well, and I'm getting all these fumes. That is not my day today, honestly. That is a lot of fuel in the charge pipe. A lot of fuel in there. How bad is it? No. Oh, you hear it? No. Bro. Dude, look at it. Oh my. Well, I also just got my starter rebuilt, just in case, you know, since I'm already gonna be under the car. I'm also doing the injectors. One of them actually did stay open, so that's the one that's causing all the flooding. So this is how the car is currently sitting. But I'm gonna start putting it together, put the starter back on. We'll see how much I get done. I'm thinking of sending the alternator to get rebuilt too. The guy who actually built my starter, or rebuilt my starter, he rebuilt it pretty, I'm not gonna lie, he did it within like less than an hour. Got it done. He tested it out for me, so we'll see how it starts now. After I put everything together, I'm gonna send the injectors out today to get cleaned. We tested them out yesterday. One of them, which is the one on cylinder 1, just completely stayed open. It didn't even matter what it was just spraying everything out. But yeah, let me see. I'm gonna put this thing back together, and the injectors are gonna be the last part. Check it out. Yeah, that one's done.
The fuck can you do?
I finally got the injector. So huge shout out to FMS, you know, very local here in OC. So if you're around here, need an injector. Honestly, he took care of me last minute. I want to go pick it up at night. So now it's time to, I cleaned out the fuel rail just in case if I had any dirt in it. Time to throw it in here, and Hopefully she is running good. Hopefully it doesn't have a bent rod, especially on cylinder 1 since it was so flooded. But yeah, man, like hopefully let's just hope it's just full of fuel and that's it. Didn't bend a rod because of the engine flood. But let's get it together. I don't know how well you guys can hear me, but the car, it's still idling pretty high. It's at 1500 right now. It's at 2000, so it just fluctuates between 16, 1800, 2000, but it doesn't like jump, so it's just idles a little high, goes back down. But it's getting pretty annoying, and then being on the 85 and being in California, it's a little too loud. I think it's a little too loud. But the whole injector situation, how it happened, it was I was driving to work. It was like 5:30 in the morning, and the car, honestly, I'm pretty glad it happened while I was waiting for the light. It just started misfiring. It sounded like a Subaru. It started misfiring, and I got the smell of fuel, and then in the back was all full of smoke. So what I did, I pulled over as soon as the light turned green. I turned the car off, and when I tried to start it again, it just wouldn't crank anymore. Like at first I thought, I was like, yeah, I flooded the engine. The engine's done. Let me change the So it sounds pretty good. It still sounds pretty healthy. So I pulled over. I tried to crank it, and I've been having this issue as well with the starter. I mean, this car has been having a bunch of issues, and it's just 20 years of neglect that I've been trying to fix. So I got the starter rebuilt. The starter is working fine now, like, so it doesn't sound as strong, but it doesn't get stuck. So it does its job. So my injectors, cylinder 1 was the one that got stuck open. So when it got stuck open, it just flooded the whole cylinder. My intake manifold was full of fuel. My intercooler was full as well. My whole piping it went all the way up to the turbo. So when it got to the turbo, is what scared me, because I don't have a fire extinguisher with me. I do now, but I didn't have a fire extinguisher with me. And I was like, oh crap, my car is gonna catch fire. So what I did, I turned it off, popped the hood, and I parked there right where there's like a bunch of industrial buildings, and thankfully most of those are 24 hours, so I was just gonna run in there and grab a fire extinguisher if anything happened. But the turbo manifold was actually smoking a little bit, and I think that's what had me worried. But I had the AAA pick it up, took it home, and that's where I started the video. And I checked it. I mean, thankfully, I took the spark plugs off, took the coil packs out, and I tried cranking the car like that. So it was spitting all the fuel out. So I noticed, I'm like, okay, I still have compression. I didn't bend a rod, hopefully. I took it to my tuner, David. Cleaned them out, put them back into the bench test. We put it at the leak test. None of them leaked except for the one that was on cylinder 1. It was just spraying it. Cleaned them out, put them back on. I cleaned them out for like 30 minutes and then another 30 minutes. So in total it was probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And it was the same thing. And I was gonna send them out to Florida to get them warranted, but they wanted the whole set. And then I hit up FMS, which they're local here in OC. So I hit them up, they had an injector in stock. So I went that day, same day, buy the injector right after work. And then after that, I went the next day after I bought it, I put it all together, started it up, it started just fine. It had not a single issue. But I did think it had I was scared it was rod knock, but it wasn't. sound a turbo makes when I do a quick little hit. I'm gonna put the windows down for you. Let me see if you guys can hear it. That's the update on the car. So it's been, I mean, running pretty good by the looks of it. So I've been doing a little bit of quick little pulls just to get all that fuel that was stuck in the exhaust, the manifold. So it smokes a little bit. I just hope I didn't damage like the cylinder walls. Well, I also changed the oil before starting the car because my whole oil smelled like fuel, and hopefully that, you know, didn't wash out the bearings or anything. Let's just hope not, you know. But I'll get back to you guys when I show up to David's shop. Hopefully see if we can do something about the ECU to lower my RPM. It idles too high, and me personally, it bugs me. It's the next morning. Honestly, the only thing that we needed was just to calibrate the TPS. That was the only issue that I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that was keeping the RPMs really, really high, because the TPS was not calibrated. So he did that. As soon as he did that, the RPMs just dropped. Like if I throw it in neutral right now, it'll just go all the way down, and it stays under. So it's perfect, and it's super quiet now, because it would just be screaming at fucking 2000, and it's just wasting unnecessary gas. Yeah, like honestly, it runs way smoother now. But hopefully I'll make more videos. Hopefully, like, you know, like if little things go wrong, and I'll try to explain what's going on with the car and how to fix it.